this winter storm, historic storm that we're coming off of, I guess technically more of a fall storm if you want to get specific, but it did feel like winter across the Midwest. Chicago seeing its snowiest November day on record, over 8.4 inches of snow falling on the Windy City on Saturday. And it did lead to a travel nightmare, not just on the roads, but also at the major airports. Over 70% of flights were delayed or canceled on Saturday, and Chicago O'Hare was the apex of all of the problems. Let's go ahead and get on the ground and check in with Fox Weather Correspondent Robert Ray. Robert, last time I spoke to you was on Saturday. You are still in Chicago, but it looks a little less magical without the snow falling and the holiday market as a backdrop. It just looks cold, slippery, and like winter.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Craig. Hey, viewers. Indeed, yeah, welcome to Monday morning in Chicago, right? Michigan Avenue, lots of people heading to work. Indeed, the Chris Kindle market was magical over the weekend. And let's take a look at some of the video from around Chicago that we captured with that historic snow that came down. And yes, nearly 9 inches of snow fell on Saturday into Sunday morning, and then it tapered off, and it just began to feel very cold and wintry, and that's where we're at. And we are awaiting yet another blow of snow coming in to Chicago and so many parts of the Midwest. 3 to 5 inches is a real possibility here on the lakefront and in the surrounding area. And yeah, to your point on that Christmas market, maybe we'll go back there a little later today and see if anybody is catching lunch over there on their lunch break, if you will. But no doubt, I mean, think about all the travel issues that occurred across the country this weekend because of this snow system. In Chicago, over 1,400 flights canceled alone on Saturday. It's just remarkable when you think about the snarl that creates globally with that many cancellations. There were ground stops. Unfortunately, we had a lot of traffic issues in and around Chicago and Milwaukee, and then in the state of Iowa, at least 150 crashes, according to officials there along interstates and highways, a 45-car pileup in the state of Indiana. And so all of these issues just began to really mount over the weekend. And now we await yet another blast of snow to come in here. And the unfortunate news for many parts of the Midwest, like Lincoln, Nebraska, Omaha, Des Moines, here in Chicago, is that later in the week, we could see record lows, single digits for this time of year, record lows. So even though, as you said, it's technically an autumn snowstorm, it sure doesn't feel like that. It feels like we're in the heart of winter, like January or even February. And then, of course, issues in the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, as you all have been forecasting. In the meantime, Chicago, we are bracing at some point this afternoon, perhaps 3 p.m. Central, around there, we'll begin to see the initial flakes. Then the sun will go down, and it will be darkness with the twinkling lights of Chi-Town and the snow beginning to fall in earnest once again on the shores of Lake Michigan. I don't know about you guys, but we are ready to rock. We've been out here for days upon days, and at this point, I don't even feel cold. It just feels normal.
Yeah, well, hey, if we want to see the glass half full, well, then there's not as much wind as Saturday. So perhaps that air temperature feeling a little bit more like what it is instead of what, I don't know, Robert. I'm trying to find the silver lining here, but it's tough. It's tough when it's, 25 degrees in Chicago right now.
But you know what? You're right. There is like minimal winds, and so it doesn't feel that bad at all. But good to keep yourself warm. That's we got the hood on and everything else, and Tomas behind the lens. And I don't know. I mean, I could even potentially just kind of maybe sit in the snow. That's always nice, and just report like this for the rest of the day.
You should. It looks like a frozen bench.
It's about, bench high.
Yeah. You're not even sinking in it. Well, Robert, appreciate you and Tomas. Both of you have been out there since last week. And, who knows when you'll get back, because we got more snow on the way. So we'll see how the airports handle everything as well.
I love Robert.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Appreciate you. Fox Weather Correspondent Robert Ray in the Windy City with, a very snowy scene there.